We will talk about how XRP could become an ESDR or global reserve. I want you to listen to a short clip before we talk about organizations and the secret things they do. After that, Michael Seller will talk about Bitcoin and where he thinks it will go in the first 3 months of 2025. So let's not wait any longer. Sit down, relax, and let's begin. $93,815 for Bitcoin. It has gone down 0.72% in the last day as of right now. Ethereum is down 0.81% and now stands at $3,344. The USDC is coming in at $1 and the USDTT is coming in at $0.99. XRP is also down 1.75% at $2.14. Keep your attention on just one thing when it comes to XRP. As I said in the video this morning, if we end the year above $2, that will be a good sign. If we add in the weekly close over $2 in the first week of January, everything will be fine. All coins are worth $3,279 million on the market. In case you missed the end of the first movie, I'll now describe what it was about. We said the following after that film. A month ago, XRP was worth 60 cents during Thanksgiving. At the moment, we are above $2. Everyone. That's a huge win. We'll keep an eye on XRP in a very support-like schedule as it finds its new base. It is building a beautiful support around the new base before it can start climbing again. Even when the market is going up, nothing goes up in a straight line. There is no way that anything will rise straight up. It's going to rise. It will get better on its own. It will figure out what its new base and amount of support are. Around that point, it will get stronger before going up again. That's simple. Sailor Michael the place where Bitcoins are being stored has returned. He said, I think a few weeks of stability could set the stage for a big breakout. He says it looks like $130,000 by the end of Q1 is on the way. You see, he's right. BTC is stuck between $90,000 and $100,000. Our all-time high is about $108,000. It will be really tough to get more than the $108,000 to $115,000 I offered you. Once that is broken, Bitcoin will go through the roof and hit $150,000. It's easy. It's easy to get to $150,000. To put it simply, it's hard to break out of this area. What do you know, though? Once the time comes, the market makers will get the message. They will be told to take down the walls around their small area. When those walls are taken down, the price will go through the roof. Watch this video to see the Bitcoin chart. This chart doesn't show anything interesting. As you can see, red means struggle. We ran into problems up to the all-time high of about $108,000. We got some nice help that Bitcoin has been upholding for about $92,000. When it hits $92,000, it always goes back up. A rise will happen if we hit $92,000 again, which might or might not happen. Then we need to go over $100,000, and then we need to go over $108,000. It will go fast. And the price will be between $100,000 and $108,000. But it's just above $108,000, which is where we need to keep an eye on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will stay above $90,000 for a while longer during this bull run. Everything is going exactly the same way it did in 2017, which is great because everyone knows what happened that year. People have seen crazy soaring blow-off tops. Those parabolic blow-off tops didn't happen, but they did in 2020. BTC and a lot of other outs were cut short. I think I'll talk about this again in my next video. We put the current position in 2024 on top of the situation in 2017. In fact, it looks just like it. It's crazy. It's very positive because everything is crazy. In this way, we talk about these kinds of parabolic blow-off tops later in 2025. We talk about how XRP's market share could go above 6%. We talk about the decline, tax season, and the first rise that will happen in Q1. It actually looks like it. I'll take both together. I'll get the patch and show it to you. We all know what happened in 2020, so it's good that it doesn't happen again that year. The bull run came to a quick end. It dropped to 6% of the market cap. They also sued us through the SEC. The whole thing was a disaster. It went horribly wrong. We won, in my view, because we've already gotten more than the most we got, which was $1.96. Look at how much XRP cost on Christmas, he says, pointing to XRP 321. It's been around for 11 years. In 2013, you might have been able to get in for 2 cents. In 2014, there was some change and a drop. In 2015 and 2016, there were big drops. In 2016, you might have been able to get in for $0.006. I wish I had been let in. 2017 was the year I got in. It was a little too late. When 2017 came around, we changed to $2.30. We made 34 cents in 2018. Remember that 2020, 2019, and 2018 were all bear years. The bull started around the end of 2020 and went through 2021. He was at 34 cents, 19 cents, and 21 cents. 83 cents in 2021. In 2022, we were worth 33 cents. 61 cents less than the year before. This year, we were at $2.33 at Christmas. That's really big. That is really very big. Now play this clip. It is talked about the XRP Strategic Global Reserve. The reserve will be set up in 2026, so give or take 13 months. It says that there will be full liquidity in 2026, but that's not going to happen. The SDR has changed into a unit of account, a way to pay, and a way to store value for many global companies. It does, however, look a lot like money. If commercial banks are among the approved holders, SDR will be used as money. So if IMF members agree to make the SDR a currency and put it at the center of the system with flexible SDR allocations, we could have an international monetary system based on the SDR and changing exchange rates. For John Maynard Keynes, the IMF could become a clearing union based on SDR. This dream could also come true. Even though this probably won't happen anytime soon, something he said was heard by you. That's interesting. When we look at XRP as a whole, we talked about what needs to happen for it to become a backup asset, right? There are a few important conditions that must be met. Naturally, we also need a lot of governments to use it. As we all know, Ripple is working with a lot of governments, financial institutions, foreign groups, and other groups. First, the rules need to be clear. That seems like something we can cross off the list. XRP needs a clear set of rules for how it can be used. That's what it has. The US seemed to be the last country to give us this checkmark, but now we have it. We need a lot of central banks to accept us. We may have heard that Ripple is working with someone, but I'm not sure if it was Sandy or Monica Long. I think that only about 6 or 7 of the 50 or so central banks that they were working with have been made public. Because of this, central banks and other financial institutions are needed to talk about wide adoption, especially when talking about payments across borders. We have that. That one could go away. Of course, more central banks should use it, but I think the fact that we already have 30 to 50 is a good sign. Without a doubt, we are safe. You've seen XRP's price stay the same for so long, you know? A stablecoin is what it's called. We know it can handle more than 1,500 deals per second when we talk about its ability to grow. The interesting part is about to start. It is time for the International Monetary Fund IMF to add XRP to its basket of special drawing rights SDRs. For this to work, another government would have to use cryptocurrency as its main currency. That's why we need to talk about the IMF. We're still not there. But who remembers the old movie where Brad and Ross were sitting on stage and talking about XRP and Ripple? Someone asked if XRP would end up in the IMF's basket. He laughed and laughed. He didn't know what to say. That's what makes this situation interesting. Next, when Christine Lagarde was in charge of the IMF, she would often go with Brad to these high-level meetings with heads of monetary authorities and central bankers. Brad would explain what Ripple does and how XRP can be used. After that, there needs to be interaction with the CBDC. We know that the XRP system can work with digital currencies that are issued by governments. People can move money between different currencies with a stablecoin or XRP if they want to. That has just not been officially told to us yet. We could talk about Paolo, what they do with the US dollar and how they use XRP to help themselves, because, you know, many other cryptocurrencies don't have digital currencies that are backed by state banks. When I look at all of this and the conditions that must be met for XRP to become a world reserve asset, it seems like it meets all of them. They don't work together with central banks. Their ability to grow is missing. It's not very common for them to be adopted. Because of this, the term